So today I have something pretty unique, hopefully pretty interesting. As you can see, I have 499 wins with each of the 9 classes. So I just want to go ahead and sit down, win a game with every class, and get all 9 golden heroes. I've only seen one other person do something like this, and he did it in Wild at like rank 20. And I thought it would be more interesting if I did it in Standard at Legend rank. So I've prepared 18 decks, 2 for each class. 1 for each class is supposed to be maybe a little bit more interesting than like a standard meta deck, but if I lose too many games with one of those, then I do have a backup deck for each class. And the backup decks are just probably going to be like, you know, Pirate Warrior, Reno Warlock, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go alphabetically, starting with Hunter, going all the way through to Warrior, and finishing on Druid. We're doing Druid last because Druid is a shitter class, and I'm not a shitter, so I don't want Druid to be my first golden class. And the way this is going to work is I'm just going to sit down and play until I get all 9 of my wins. I'm going to record every game, win or lose, regardless of if I make some embarrassing misplay, or if I just get crushed on turn 4 by Pirate Warrior. I'm going to go ahead and show all the games because I think that's part of the journey. I should also mention that the beginning stretch of this, with Hunter and Paladin pretty close together, is probably going to be pretty rough. So if you don't want to suffer through a bunch of potential losses, I will try to remember to put like spoilers and timestamps in the descriptions of the videos. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get on with it, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so this is my hand buff Hunter deck. People who are regular viewers probably recognize it. I did a couple videos on it. It's not very good because it's Hunter, and Hunter is really bad. So I will probably lose this game. None of these cards are really worth keeping in the mulligan. I just want like my 1-drops, 2-drops. Nothing too fancy. This is an okay hand. I have the Alley Cat for turn 1. I'm currently lacking a turn 2, but my turn 3 is really flexible. First Mate is really problematic here. It gives him the 1 power weapon, which is really good at killing off the Alley Cats, and he actually has like a ridiculous opener here. So I'm already playing probably the worst class in the game. I miss my turn 2, which is brutal. He has a sick opener. So this is going to be a hard game to win. Although I'm happy to see him heroic strike my face on turn 2. If he had developed like a Bloodsail Raider there, I would be much worse off. I think I'm just going to go for the Shaky Zip Gunner here. I could also just Eaglehorn Bow down the 3-2, but I think I like the Zip Gunner, mostly just because I drew into the Dispatch Kodo this turn. Getting 4 damage out of my Dispatch Kodo next turn, assuming that my Zip Gunner will trade with his Buccaneer, could mean that the Dispatch Kodo could kill off like a Frothing or a Bloodsail Cultist. But it looks like he had the Fiery War Axe, which is kind of bad for me. I'm just going to Dispatch Kodo this thing. I get to develop a thing and kill his dude. And this 4-6 is going to be a great Houndmaster target next turn. That's a bit of an issue. I'm definitely Houndmastering this guy. I mean, I could also kill command the 3-4. But putting a giant taunt on the board and killing that guy is pretty nice. It's a bit of an issue that his War Axe has 4 power now, because he can use the weapon plus his 1-1 to kill off my 6-5 taunt. Although apparently he'd rather spend 8 damage killing it than 5. I gotta say, I don't think it could have been correct to use the Heroic Strike there. I think this turn is just going to be Unleash the Hound's kill command. I can't really afford to use the bow to kill the 6-3, and I also need to have pressure on the board, so I don't want to trade off my Houndmaster. I didn't need the Beast on board to kill the 6-3 with the kill command, but that was probably the best use I was going to get out of the Unleash the Hounds this game, and it let me kill off the 1-1, which can be pretty important. Plus it gave me just a tiny bit of development. So if this is his whole turn, I have 5 on board, 10 from Kill Command, 13 from the Eagle Horn Bow, so I am 2 off since I won't have mana to hero power. I'm gonna have to Kill Command this Ooze, because like last turn, I need to kill it, I can't take damage from the bow, and I can't trade off my minions. So I'm definitely gonna have to just Kill Command this, and then I guess with my remaining 4 mana, probably just Knife Juggler hero power. He needs 5 damage, that's not easy for him to have. He had the Leroy. Probably the only damage source in his deck. Oh, the Knife Juggler! Get wrecked! My boy Knife Juggler coming in clutch. Alright, that's a pretty looking portrait.
Jade versus Valera.
Watch your back.
You asked for it.
I don't think any of these cards are really worth keeping. This deck I'm playing is actually pretty bad. I've played quite a few games with it, have about a 40% win rate. And it pretty much needs like really disgusting openers to actually win games. So you're pretty much hard mulliganing for like Cabal Lackey plus Secret or Mana Worm, or even like Kirin Tor Mage plus Secret is pretty good. He's playing a Mistress of Mixtures, which is a little bit weird. He's not a typical like Pirate Miracle Rogue. Maybe the Mistress implies that he's playing like in the Zoth list. I'm happy to see that he didn't really have a play this turn. Although turn 3 from Rogues is typically not that strong. I'm just gonna go for the Apprentice and then coin out a Secret here. This is his Tomb Pillager turn, so the Mirror Entity seems like it should be pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the play here is pretty obviously just kill his dude and push 5. It looks like my turn 5 is going to be Lackey Counterspell plus Ethereal Arcanist. If he plays Azure Drake or another Tomb Pillager, I do have Forgotten Torch plus Hero Power to deal with that. But I'm not sure which is better between those two plays. I can also go Lackey Counterspell, Valet Hero Power. I think that is the way to go. Gives me a lot of development, while also clearing his dude and pushing 5 damage. I have a pretty sizable board here, shouldn't be that easy for the rogue to deal with it. Although I guess Dagger deals with the 2-1, and Eviscerate could deal with the Tomb Pillager, and then 2-3 is not much of a threat, but I do have a counterspell in play. Counterspell is especially bad against Rogue because not only do they sometimes have the natural coin, but they get coins from Tomb Pillager or they just play counterfeit coin. Well, this is bad for me. He pretty much countered everything I've done this game, but the Arcane Intellect is a nice pickup. I was starting to run out of resources. I guess I'm probably just going to ping this guy down, because I don't really have a secret, and all of my cards need a secret. I'm really far behind right now, and my deck doesn't really have much comeback potential. So there's my secret. I can go Kirin Tor, Secret, Ethereal Arcanist here, but the Aya just trades into the 5/5. I can Forgotten Torch the Aya, and then go Lackey, Secret, Coin, Ethereal Arcanist. I think I like that line of play. But unfortunately, I'm pretty much out of cards. The secret I have in play doesn't do that much, and he deals with my board pretty easily.
Hey, you want to buy a funnel cake?
I guess I just developed the Kirin Mage because it can kill his 3-4 or his 3-3. Mana Worm just dies for free here, so I don't really want to play that. Yeah, there's no way for me to come back into this game.
You win this.
Jaina
Okay, let's try this garbage deck again.
You asked for it.
I actually have a pretty sick hand this time. I'm gonna throw away the Valet because I don't have a secret, and throw away the Forgotten Torch just for a better card. Mana Worm into Frostbolt is really good. Now with this hand I can go Mana Worm into Apprentice Coin Frostbolt, which is really sick if it works out. Since he had no Buccaneer, the Mana Worm is very good here. He can kill it, but it takes everything he has. And he did play a good Frostbolt target. So I probably will go for the Apprentice Frostbolt play this turn. Not sure if I should go face or trade with the Mana Worm. I think I like going face, because even if I trade, he can still kill either of my minions with the stuff he has on board. Kind of an iffy call, though. I don't really have a clear good play here. I'm probably fireballing or frostbolt pinging the 3-4. Just a matter of which one I think is better. And I think I'm leaning toward the fireball just since it's a less flexible card. And I trade into the 1-1 here so that his 2-1 weapon can't cleanly kill my 3-2. He has to send the weapon into it anyway, so I basically killed the 1-1 for free. And given that he played a Kor'kron Elite this turn, I'm pretty happy that I opted for the Fireball on the 3-4 instead of the Frostbolt ping. Well, that's not a card I wanted to see. Arcane Intellect is so good here, though. Really poor draws off of it, though. I need to draw some of my more high-impact cards.
My blade be thirsty.
I guess this is just Mana Worm, Torch, and Hero Power on the Frothing. And I'm gonna send the 2-1 to face. It feels bad sending 2-1 into a 1-1. And I do actually need to kill him pretty fast. So I can play Kirin Tor and both secrets, or I can choose to Hero Power down the 1-1. I need to protect my Ice Block, so I need to take this trade with Mana Worm, I think. And I think I will just ping down the 1-1. Counterspell doesn't really do anything against Pirate Warrior. It hits like Upgrade, which is not that big a deal here. A lot of them don't even play Mortal Strike anymore. Well, looks like playing Counterspell would have been pretty good. Would have protected my Ice Block. That's actually pretty good for me. He gave me a taunt. So as long as I just trade off into his 3-3 with my 4-3, I will have a taunt in play that can stop weapons. So I might actually still be in this game. If his hand right now is like first mate upgrade, I think I'm actually feeling pretty good. Alright, well that doesn't make me feel very good.
X marks the spot.
So I'm dead here.
I'm late.
I guess I should try to bluff this as an ice block. Although I don't know, it might have already been in play when my other ice block was up. I don't know if going face or trading bluffs the ice block more. I guess I should trade, so that if he thinks it might be an ice block, he has to decide between popping me and killing my 5-5. Whereas if I leave his 7-3 up, he can do both. Alright, with the 2-1, he's gonna pop it and kill my guy, even if it was an ice block.
Jade versus.
Alright, time to try hard. No more garbage secret mage.
You asked for it.
Arcane Blast is really good early game removal. And Reno Jackson is obviously a keep against aggro, especially on the coin. The Doomsayer and the Volcanic Potion are very good cards in this matchup. He didn't have a 1-drop, so maybe he's not an aggressive warrior.
For the life binder.
Okay, he's an aggressive warrior. I don't know who thought he wouldn't be an aggressive warrior. Doomsayer's pretty good here. I'm not even sure if it's possible for him to kill Doomsayer, but if he can, it's pretty hard. Nice. The Doomsayer traded 1-for-1 and stalled him. Unfortunately, I don't really have a follow-up here, but it bought me a lot of time. I think it was good. I don't really have a good play against that 3-6. So I guess I just Hero Power Pass. Putting it down to 3-5 means that my Harrison Jones will line up pretty well against it.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
This is a little bit scary. I have a nice little clear here with the Volcanic Potion, the Arcane Blast, and the Hero Power. I will have to spend my coin on that though. I think I'm just not going to play the Arcane Blast this turn. It looks like I'm probably going to go for coin solely a Flame Strike this turn, and I needed the Volcanic Potion to get both of those guys in range of the Flame Strike, plus it saved me 3 damage from the Fairy Dragon, which gave me the flexibility of making a slow play. If I Flame Strike here, he's going to have a 9-5 left over, which Solia will trade with, which is pretty nice, but I do have to take the 9 damage. I'd be at 6, I don't think he can really kill me from there.
Embrace the power of the Cabal.
He would need like Blackwing Corruptor plus second Alexstrasza's champion to kill me here. Or Kor'kron Fiery War Axe would be good too. Alright, looks like I'm not dead. Well, this definitely has to be a Reno, right? Heal for 28. Alright, he's just done. Whatever, I'll take the win.